Hi guys, I am so excited that you guys are here. My name is Esther and I'm going to be your conductor. We're going to we're going to travel all around the world. We're going to go to a lot of fun places today. The first thing that we're going to do is that we are going to learn a new song. This song talks about, guess what? A train, and we're going to learn where the train is going. So let's start and stand up, start moving, and let's sing together.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Okay, now let's bring it down.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. This train. This train.
Did you like the song? It was so good, and we're gonna be practicing it at the end of the program. And you can also practice it during the week. So now it's time to sit down a little bit and watch all the videos and the pictures that you guys sent me. So don't forget to keep sending videos and pictures. Let's watch together. love seeing the pictures, seeing your videos, so keep sending them. So now it's time to pay very close attention to the Bible story, okay? And remember that I'm going to be asking you questions at the end of the program, so be very, very attentive and let's listen to the Bible story together, okay?
Hello, kids. My name is Shirley, but my grandkids call me Abby. And this is one of my granddaughters, and her name is
Camila.
And you are how old?
10.
10. And Camila, how do you spell that?
With the K.
With a K. Camila with a K. So today we're going to tell you a story from the Bible. And you know, all the stories from the Bible are true. And you can verify that by going to the book of Matthew, chapters 26, 27, and 28. It's a long story, but we're going to try to make it shorter. So the story is about Jesus. And who is Jesus?
God's son.
He's God's son who came to earth to do a wonderful job here. That was to buy our tickets to go to heaven. And this story starts one night when Jesus was having a party with his friends. Who would you like to invite for a party?
Friends.
Friends? And they are all good friends, or some are not very good?
Good friends.
They are good friends. That's who we invite for a party. And for this party, which is called Passover, most of his friends were good, but was one? He wasn't so good, right? He wasn't so good because he wanted to get money. And so when Jesus was celebrating the Passover with his friend, he said, one of you is going to betray me.
What's betray?
Betray is like when, for example, you tell one of your friends a secret and you said, please don't say it, don't tell anybody. And then she goes and she goes and tells everybody, and that is betray. I mean, she's acting in another way that you expect her, right? Because you trusted her with your secret, and this is how it happened. Jesus trusted him because he was some of the friend, but he wanted to get money because there were people in Jerusalem at that time. It's like 2,000 years ago, and that time that didn't like Jesus.
Why didn't they like Jesus?
Well, I really don't know, because he was the most perfect man that ever lived. And he was kind, he was preaching about love and to forgive. But the Pharisees, they wanted to put him in jail and maybe kill him.
Why
because
did they want to kill him?
because he was preaching something that was different for what they knew all their lives. So Jesus finished this dinner, and then he went to pray in a very beautiful garden, like Gethsemane garden, and he was praying because he knew it was a very, very difficult night for him. He knew that he was going to die. He knew already. So when he was done praying, he came down and he saw these people with sticks and with swords, and you know what? Judas was the one betraying him, and he said, to whom I kiss here in the cheek, that is him, because they didn't know who he was. So they came and arrested him, and they wanted to take him to jail, and it was night.
Well, why would they want to arrest him if he didn't do anything wrong?
Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong, but they wanted to arrest him because they hate him, just because they hate him. So they took him with them. But you know what? God knew all the time that this was going to happen, because in the beginning, when God created men and women, they sinned. Remember in the Garden of Eden? You know, they sinned, and they were kicked out of the Eden garden. So God said that for him to forgive all mankind, one person who was perfect needed to die, but there was no one perfect. The only perfect one was Jesus, God.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. So he himself said, okay, I'm going to take this punishment so you and I can go to heaven. So even though he knew that this was happening to him, it was very difficult. And after they decided that he had to die on the cross, and it was very sad. They hit him a lot. He was in pain all the time. And then, so he was taken to this Mount of Calvary. He was crucified. And you know what? All his friends, remember, they were at dinner with him?
Yeah.
You know what happened to them?
What?
They were gone. There was only one, John, that stayed with him, and also his mother Mary and some other women, but they all disappeared in the moment that Jesus needed them the most. And finally, it's very sad, but he said, God, I give to you my spirit, and he died.
Why did God want his son to die?
No. Yes. No. No, he didn't want his son to die, but God knew that this was the only way that you and I and all our friends that are there could go to heaven and live forever with him. So this was the only way. So Jesus, they put him in a tomb, and this was like a Friday. And Saturday, nobody gets out of their homes. They stay at home. They don't do anything. But on Sunday in the morning, the women went to clean his body. He was dead. And they went to clean his body, and you know what happened?
He wasn't there?
He wasn't there because he rose up from the dead. And those are wonderful news because Jesus is not dead anymore. Come here, Kai. Come here. Did you know that Jesus is alive? Did you know? That is so good. And you know what? The Bible says that the same spirit that rose Jesus from the dead lives in us. So do we need to be scared? No, because Jesus is with us, right? Are you happy about that? Yes. Say bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye.
What a wonderful story. Thank you so much. Now it's time to practice the song that we learned last week. I heard that you guys really loved it. I loved it too. So let's practice it again. Stand up and start moving. The name of the song is Power Shuffle. Let's hear it together.
Feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and he is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
I love this song. It's so much fun. I want you guys to learn it and send me the video. I want to see you guys doing all the moves and having so much fun with this song. So now it's time for you guys to sit down. We're going to listen to a story of a boy named Isaac. Let's see it together.
I'm Isaac and I'm 11 years old. At home I like to, a lot of times I play video games. I have 2 brothers. One's older than me. He's into acting and singing. My younger brother Elijah, he's 7. My sister's name is Zoe, but she, like a normal 4-year-old toddler, will make messes all the time, paint on the walls.
Isaac also dances.
I started dancing, I think like 2 years ago. My favorite kind of dance is contemporary or lyrical. It's sort of like ballet, but it's a little more free. I always felt like when I was dancing, I wasn't really stressed about anything or worried. Sort of forget about anything else that is bothering you.
Isaac had another brother named Joel.
Joel was 2 years younger than I am. He was always really happy and joyful. When he was 1, he was diagnosed with brain cancer.
Cancer is a disease that most kids do not have or get.
He had to do some crazy thing to get rid of it, and it was gone for a year. But then it came back and they said he only had a few months to live, but then he lived 5 more years.
Sadly, Isaac's little brother Joel died.
One of the things I remember a lot about him is he always had that like little giggle. He always loved knocking cup towers down. So he'd make one that was like maybe double the size of him, and he'd run into it and it would come down and he'd laugh so hard. A lot of times we'd take him to this farm. It was like a petting zoo in some places, and you could feed the animals. I have this one memory of Joel. He was feeding the goats, so we give him the bag to reach in and give to the goats, but then he just gives the bag to the goats, and the goat devours the whole thing. Joel always loved animals. One time he got to ride a pony and he was so happy. He loved it.
Isaac misses his brother Joel. Joel loved Jesus and believed in him too.
A lot of times I feel sort of like I miss him and pretty sad, but I'm glad that he's in heaven and he can do so many things that I can't even do right now. Dancing always like cheers me up because it makes me think about God and how he's with Joel and he is amazing.
Isaac knows that because of Jesus, he will be able to see his brother again in heaven.
I sort of look forward to hearing his giggle, and I look forward to running up to him and giving him a grand old hug.
In the Bible, the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 11 says, "The Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you."
I feel like that verse makes me feel like sort of hopeful that we can share the power of God and the Holy Spirit with the whole world, and that one day we can all know Jesus and God and praise and worship together. Even if we die, we still get to live forever in heaven with God, and Jesus' power is letting you live forever.
Jesus' power lets us live forever.
Wow, what a story of with the grace of God, God can also help you to go through any problem that you would have in your life. So now it's time to listen to the video of a craft, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna do the next step to make our train. Let's go. Hi friends, how are you? Welcome. We're here and we're very excited to finish our train. Data came back again. She's going to work on her train.
Yes, of course.
Okay, we finished painting. This is what Dida did. Okay, this is the black part of the train. This goes here. This goes on the top. And this is the body right here. We're gonna use this as a base, okay? And that's the front part, okay? And our wheels, okay, are right here. And this part goes on the bottom, and our ribbon, okay? Let's start putting the train together, okay, Dida? Her mom allowed her to use the glue gun because she's older and she won't get burned. Remember, you can use this or the cold glue. Okay, Dida? You're gonna take this part of the train and you're gonna glue the base like this. Okay? You're gonna glue it. Then this piece, go ahead and glue it. Okay? Good. So now this part, let me take it. Let's be very careful. We're gonna glue this part like this to get this effect, like this. Okay, so you're gonna put the glue here and here like this, okay? Now let's glue the wheels, okay? You're gonna do this. You can start on the two extremes and then the ones in the middle, whatever's easier for you. Ready? The front part is ready. Now let's work on the part of the back. Okay, we're gonna use a toothpick. We're gonna insert the toothpick like this in both sides in every one of the cups like this. Okay, once we do it, we're gonna cut the toothpick like this, and we're gonna put a little bit of glue like this, and we're gonna put it like this. So we're gonna glue it. Dida, can you help me hold it please so it doesn't fall? The ones I already glued them, I have these ones right here. So now, once they're ready, we're gonna put them inside of the little hole that we made, like this. Okay? Now we're gonna glue the ribbon, okay, like this. Can you do this, Dida? That's awesome. 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 It's ready. The train is done. Finally. I hope you enjoyed it.
Don't forget to send us pictures of your craft that you made yourself.
Remember, my friends, the power of Jesus helps us do
difficult
difficult things. Bye. Thank you, Miss Laura. I love the fact that we are making beautiful, beautiful trains. I want to see your pictures, you guys, of what you're doing at home. And now it's time to go all the way to Camila's kitchen. and she's gonna show us how to make rice pudding. So I want you guys to learn. I want you guys to pay very close attention because she is gonna show us step by step. So let's go to Camila's kitchen.
Hi, it's my pleasure to introduce to you today my granddaughter Camila. Hi, Camila.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
And what are you going to teach us to make today?
Rice pudding.
How old are you, Camila?
10.
Have you done this before?
Yes.
How many times? Sometimes. I have tried this recipe. That's why we are sharing with our friends. And what do we need to do the what?
Rice pudding.
The rice pudding. What do we need?
Can opener, can manual, or electric, a measuring cup, a condensed milk can, evaporated milk can, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of rice, cinnamon, and 4 cups of water.
Excellent. Okay, now what you do?
First, you put the water in the pot and let it boil.
So now what?
The water is actually boiling right now, so you can
And-
actually use the glove so you won't get burned when it's
And
boiling.
how many cups of waters?
Well, I actually used 8 more because it needs to cover the rice.
All right. And now you're going to put the rice. Awesome.
Now we're gonna put in the cinnamon. It has to be 2 cinnamon. We actually need a drainer so we can take out the water and leave the rice only. Now we have to put the rice back into the pan so we can put the milk. And now we have to turn the stove back on, and then you just keep mixing it. Just mix it 2 or 3 minutes, and then it's ready.
Now Christopher and I are going to try Camila's rice pudding. Let's try this.
If you make this rice pudding recipe, tell me if you liked it and send a picture below. Bye.
Hey, so now it's time to answer some questions. Okay, pay very close attention. Question number 1. What's the name of the new song that we're learning this week? Is it There's Power in the Blood? Or is it This Train is Bound for Glory? What's the right answer? Put it in the comments. Question number 2. What's the name of the little boy that told us his story? Was his name Pancho or Isaac? Do you remember? Put it in the comments. Question number 3. What's the name of the biblical character we talked about during story time? Was it John or was it Jesus? Okay. Question number 4. What's going to happen if you believe in Jesus and ask him to forgive you? You're going to have a lot of friends at school. Or someday you will live in heaven forever. What's the right answer, A or B? Question number 5. What type of food did Camila cook in her kitchen? Was it enchiladas? Did she make enchiladas? Or did she make rice pudding? Do you remember? Put it in the comments. And
Remember, if you are watching this as a recording, just send the answers to me through WhatsApp. Okay, so for all our friends that participated this week, we had a raffle, and our winners for this week are going to be Elias Lumbreras and Gerardo Coronado. Congratulations, you guys, and let's keep going.
Congratulations, you guys. I am so excited for you guys to win another prize for next week. So keep on sending me your videos, your pictures, and the answers of the questions so you can be part of the raffle for next week. Now it's time to say goodbye, but before you disconnect, listen and watch the video of the song that we're learning this week about our train. So see you next Saturday and have a wonderful week.
This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. 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 Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Okay, now let's bring it down. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train. Oh, this train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. Jesus made a place in heaven for me. This train is bound for glory. This train.